Hey, how's it going everyone? Mick from All About Tech. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to go through my desk setup for 2020 with you guys. I also want to go through the equipment I use to upload to YouTube for anyone that's looking to get started. You can get a lot of cool things for really good prices, and with working from home as well being a key thing in 2020, I'm going to show you guys how you can save money by not going for just a standalone desk or a purpose-built desk when you can get much nicer finishes at much lower prices. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like button as well. Comment down below what your thoughts are. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. So kicking things off, the most important part of a desk setup isn't actually the desk itself, it is the chair. If you're working from home or if you're doing prolonged hours of use at your desk, you want to have the most comfiest experience possible. This is a Nitro concept chair that I got from Novatech, which is a local computing retailer in my local area. And the great thing about this is that I got this for around a third off, discounted, because somebody bought it, put it together, didn't want it, took it back, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I've had this for about just over a year. I got it just after I moved into the house. I've got to say, it is just light years better than what I had previously. Hannah's using just one of those ones that she's got from the office. At some point we will be investing in a proper chair for her, because it is something that is just so important in my opinion. If you don't have a comfortable chair, you can't sit for hours on end, say editing videos or doing your daily work, etc. Right, so those that watched my previous desk setup back last year, about a year ago, I showed you the desk, this first desk. So it was just this one to begin with. It is an Embanken kitchen countertop from IKEA with an Alex drawer unit and one Adil leg and another Adil leg there, which bridges the two. How is it being propped up in this corner? Basically, there's a 2x4 piece of wood that is drilled into the wall, so it goes all the way across without me having to put loads of legs in that corner, and then I can move it across to the second area of the desk. This is the partner's side of the desk, and the drawer that used to be at the end of this desk is now here. And this desk isn't as long, it's a lot shorter, so there's no need for a central leg with having the Adil leg there, which screws into both of the countertops to bridge them together. This setup here is so affordable. It's ridiculous how affordable these ridiculously good looking, really elegant, really professional looking desk setups cost. The desk itself was £55 for the kitchen countertop, 50 for the smaller one, and then the Alex drawers was 50, and that's an Alex storage unit, which is the exact same as that, but instead of drawers, it's just a different thingamajiggy. Apologies for the light. That one on the right is £45. These Alex drawers are £50. So all in, I've spent 200 quid and I have a humongous surface area for a desk setup to work with. The majority of people will only need the smaller desk unit and two of these Adil units, which you will get the lot for sub £150, $150. Now, comparing that to what you can buy for purpose-built desks, that is an insane deal. That is so cheap in comparison to purpose-built desks, which look nowhere near as good. A lot of the time aren't as sturdy either. This is rock solid, and with the leg in the middle, it doesn't bow either. That is the actual physical desk itself. Let's look into some of the things I have on that desk. Right, so on the desk itself, don't mind the iPad boxes. I've been working on videos to do with the iPad, which I've recently done. I'll put a link in the description for those. First things first, the first thing you notice is the massive ultra wide. This is a Acer Predator Z35. It was a bit of a ball ache to get mounted to the wall because these don't support Vaser mounts, so I had to use some like tubing and stuff to get it on there and kind of makeshift my own. As you can see, it is hanging there, and I've just got some cable trunking to help with the cabling. The keyboard, this is a Logitech G13 wireless mechanical gaming keyboard, and the Logitech MX Master 2 mouse as well. Brilliant wireless products. I wanted to go with as little cables as possible. Obviously, when it comes to keyboards and stuff, if you're gaming, the majority of people will go for a wide experience, but I'm not gaming competitively, so it doesn't really matter. And the typing experience is absolutely fantastic, and the battery life is amazing. You basically don't have to charge it, it's that good. Obviously got the iPad Pro 12.9 inch 2020, literally just got that, and I'm having an amazing time with it. Got the Apple Pencil on it as well, and in an ESR clear case. That's what I use to do all my thumbnails now, so I use Procreate, and I will use that to create all my thumbnails using the pencil as well. I'm not very good at it yet, but it is a skill that I am developing, and it's a lot more fun as well than just sitting at the desk and using like Paint or Photoshop, which I'd never pay a subscription for, because it's not something that I'd consider a good investment yet. Just behind that, I've got a phone stand, and I've got Logitech speakers and a DualShock 4 controller. Going into a more of what brings me into YouTube, and I also do this for any meetings that I have for work as well. So I have a Canon EOS 200D. The American version is a Rebel T5i or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It's got the fold out screen, but I actually don't take it off there anymore. I have a permanent power supply plugged in underneath the desk. All I've got to do is turn it on and take the cap off. I usually have this light on top of it, and I also have the Scarlett Studio microphone on the boom arm going straight in front of the camera, so you get a good camera angle there. What's great about this as well is that because I have it permanently linked to the PC, I can use this as a webcam as well for Zoom calls, Teams, meetings, etc. So I can go onto a meeting and I don't have like a potato webcam, and really good audio as well, which bodes really well for work. And then linking the camera to the PC, the first major component I use to accomplish this is having the Elgato 4K Pro capture card that plugs straight into the motherboard. That way I do a video capture mini HDMI to the HDMI in on that, and then I use that as my video source when I'm recording videos. I can do it through OBS. Also linking up my microphone is this audio interface by Scarlett. I used to have the smaller version that only had one mic input. I upped myself to one that had two inputs because me and my friend were starting a podcast, and then we haven't really done any episodes since the first episode. But there is another mic input there if needed. There's two headphone ports. As you can see, my other microphone's picking up the audio that I'm saying right now. But yeah, just to give you a quick look under the desk, I've got everything along the top. So I've got two sets of power sockets. They run all the way round to the wall outlet, which is on this wall. And then I've got a bunch of Signum racks. Well, that's one Signum rack, and then I have another Signum rack going off on the right hand side of that. And then there's my Logitech subwoofer that goes with my two speakers above the desk. And then just to show you guys the process of making videos, so on the right hand side I have OBS open. As you can see, it's taking that HDMI input from the capture card, and I'm using that as a video input, same as how you'd capture gameplay on a console. This way I can still have it at the full 1080p resolution that I film on the camera for. It doesn't record 4K. I can record 4K if I want. That's why I got the 4K 60 Pro internal capture card, so that I do future-proof myself, because I would like to get a 4K camera at some point. So I set up all my scenes on OBS, and then moving over to the editing software, I use DaVinci. The reason I use DaVinci is because it's free. I can edit everything I want. I can edit 4K, and on that AMD 3700X, the rendering and the export times are insane. Like a 10-minute video will take 2 minutes to render 2 minutes. That's all it takes. That's a 1080p video. That's around 10 minutes or so. If I do 4K, it will be about 4 minutes for a 10-minute video. The 3700X has absolutely changed basically the time it takes for me to get a video out there, because it cuts down the rendering time massively. I can scrub through the timeline, buttery smooth, and yeah. So that is, in an essence, everything I use to create videos on YouTube. It's really easy to get started. There's tons of videos online, and you can get a really nice desk for an amazing price without having to break the bank. It's easier to do this than build a purpose-built desk, because the countertop is already just one piece, and then all you have to put together is 2 sets of drawers. That's all you have to do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of this setup. Let me know what kind of setups you guys have. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace.